So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about all the times that the Gonzo puppet from the Muppets has either been featured in an exhibit or put on display in a museum. So, what are we waiting for? Let's talk about it. Hey, my name's Justin, and if you are new here, welcome to the show. In my previous videos, we discussed about the mini puppet versions of Kermit the Frog, the mini puppet versions of Miss Piggy, and the mini puppet versions of Fozzie Bear. Of course, like those videos, we are discussing today about everyone's favorite lovable weirdo, Gonzo. So maybe some of you do know, and maybe some of you are not in the know, but for any Muppet or puppet production, normally, for the most part, they have multiple similar versions or doubles or copies of the same puppet character. And Gonzo, along with the rest of the Muppets, is no different. A lot of times, multiple puppets are made because of wear and tear, constant daily use, or they just need to upgrade or change the character a little bit. Jim Henson and Dave Goelz created the Muppet character Gonzo. Gonzo was born and created back in the 1970s. The character originated from Snarl, a frackle from the Great Santa Claus Switch. Gonzo is performed, puppeteered, voiced, and built by Dave Goelz. The concept of Gonzo was created by Jerry Jewell, the head writer that came up with the idea of Gonzo as a character who performs terrible acts but considers them artistic. According to my research, as far as the name, Jack Burns, the show's original head writer, coined Gonzo's name. Goelz also built a new Gonzo with larger eyes so he could be more excited. Yes, throughout Gonzo's history, he's been through multiple changes. As far as what Gonzo is, he's normally referred to as a whatever, and Gonzo's species, of course, is unknown. But in Muppets from Space, he is considered to be an alien.
And then the movie happened, and I thought, yes, I know who I am now. I know who I am. And then I ran into Frank Oz in New York. That was just a movie.
But as we also seen throughout Gonzo's history, Gonzo has a chicken girlfriend named Camilla, who has appeared in several Muppet films and specials. Gonzo is a Muppet known for his love of stunts, such as throwing knives at Peter Sellers and driving a motorcycle into Statler or Waldorf's theater box. One of the first few times that we can actually see a Gonzo puppet on display, and I definitely have to give credit to the Dan Alexander Dismentia Blogspot website. According to the writer of this article, they say, in 1985, I got to visit a special Jim Henson exhibit at the Indianapolis Children's Museum. There were all sorts of puppets on display, and one of these special showcases added into the exhibit was actually a collection of Muppet Baby puppets that were seen in Muppets Take Manhattan, along with Kermit, Fozzie, Miss Piggy, Ralph, Scooter, and our favorite lovable weirdo, Gonzo. Another time that one of the Gonzo puppets could be seen featured on display was at Walt Disney World at MGM Studios back in 1996 for the promotion of Muppet Treasure Island. A huge shout out and thank you to Flickr user Disney Indiana, where they kind of showcase here that a lady named Tracy is posing with Muppets from Muppet Treasure Island on display. Right there, smack dab in the middle next to Kermit is Gonzo, dressed in his pirate outfit from the movie. In September of 2023, the Center for Puppetry Arts, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, unveiled a rare Gonzo puppet on loan from the Walt Disney Company. That Gonzo puppet is currently on display till this day. The puppet is wearing a costume from the Muppet movie, The Great Muppet Caper from 1981. So it's not only cool to see a Gonzo on display, but he's also rocking an older Muppet costume from an older Muppet movie. Also, back in 2014 at San Diego Comic-Con, on display at a particular booth was Star Wars, Muppets, and zombies. I don't know how you connect all those two, but at Comic-Con, anything's possible. And at the time, on display, that was an actually screen-used Gonzo from Muppets in Space. Also at San Diego Comic-Con, right next to Gonzo, is a Pepe puppet. They're both naked, I don't know why, but there you go. Now, as far as photo puppets go, and if you guys are not familiar with photo puppets, they're pretty much glorified statue puppets that you can move and pose, you just can't puppeteer. A huge shout out and thank you to an article that I found online called yourprops.com. They featured an article about a Muppet Vision 3D Gonzo poser puppet that I guess originally was for sale at the Lakeland Antique Mall in Florida. The Lakeland Antique Mall is a place that sells a bunch of different Disney memorabilia, theme park memorabilia, and they actually have stuff from the theme parks that you could buy on sale in this antique-like wonderland full of theme park treasures. Pictured here is the Great Gonzo. The famous Muppet was constructed to resemble his appearance from 1981 to 1999. In 2021, he was briefly displayed at the Lakeland Antique Mall, where he was featured on Paging Mr. Morrow's YouTube channel.
Gonzo here. Oh wow, this is so cool. I've never seen anything like this. And down below, this is an actual prop from Muppet Vision. You see it says Muppet Vision on there. This is really fancy. Like the little watch he's got going on there.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the same Gonzo that you can actually see in those Muppet Vision 3D promotional pictures, where even Jim Henson kind of makes a little appearance in there, just for fun, like a little behind the scenes thing. And according to what this shows here, that original Gonzo poser puppet was bought by a fellow Muppet fan and then later turned into a puppet itself. Also, along with other Gonzo photo replica puppets that have been on display, Gonzo could be seen as the Tin Thing in the Macy's store windows in New York, posing for pictures along with the rest of his Muppet friends, as they were all decked out and themed in the Muppet Wizard of Oz style to go with their characters to help for the promotion of the movie. Also, additionally, for a time, you could actually see the Muppet characters on display also in those Macy's store windows, kind of posed in different little photo ops, and there were multiple Muppet poser puppets on display along with Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, and our good friend Gonzo, so he was featured and displayed like that as well. Leave me a comment below letting me know what is your most favorite and funniest Gonzo moment throughout the entirety of Muppet history, so leave me a comment below letting me know. Hey, thanks so much for watching this fun, awesome puppet related video. I hope you learned a lot, and if you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and go check out the next one right here on the screen. Gonzo and I think you will enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care, and well, have an awesome day.